Don't be a moron and start your business on a loan. Why? Because there's massive amounts of risk, interest rates that you have to pay back, damaged relationships if you borrow from someone you know, and stress in hoping that you can pay it back on time. You lose speed in your business when you have to borrow money or go out there to raise funds. Why not instead have your customers finance your business instead of the bank? Look, you can create momentum without debt. You can actually have the people that love what you're offering be the first ones to buy it in a beta version, meaning you can pre-sell it before it's even done. You can be profitable before the idea is even fully developed, and moving forward, having the people that wrote the check give you the feedback and tell you whether or not it's good or what improvements they'd like to see, and then they can start telling other people about it. So the issues that arise from using a loan is, first, you're paying interest. So you're not earning interest, you're paying it to someone else. You have a time loss because you have to go out there and qualify for the loan. I've seen people that take up to 6 months to go get some loan that they qualify for from the SBA, the Small Business Administration. They're getting all the documents. I think they have to give them blood by the end of it. I mean, it's crazy because you have to give your taxes and your credit score. And certain types of loans can actually negatively or adversely impact your credit score. And therefore, when you go get a car loan or a credit card or a line of credit, you might end up paying higher interest rates there as well. See, when you go borrow, it might even put your assets at risk because they might use those assets as collateral. I made a stupid mistake back in the day. I decided, hey, how do I know that it's moronic to get a loan? I went and got a loan and I did it with a personal guarantee. When I went and got that personal guarantee, and then all of a sudden my business partner went bankrupt and couldn't make payments anymore, after 5 years we had a balloon payment on it. The bank came to me and said, hey, you need to pay this off. I'm like, well, I don't have the cash just to write you a check today. Like, well, then we're gonna not only foreclose on this, we can go and attach to your income and your assets to do that personal guarantee. I was like, wow, that put my assets at risk. Fortunately, I figured out what to do and made it through that situation, but there was a lot of sleep that I lost. That's where I got the gray hair during that time, you know what I'm saying? So this can even harm your cash flow because when you have to pay that loan back, those interest rates could go up if it's on a variable rate, or you might have to make a payment at a time where you have a cash crunch because businesses have those things happen. And maybe this is a new initiative, new product, new service, and it didn't go as quickly as planned, or you had a merchant account issue and all of a sudden you couldn't get everything done at the time that you wanted. I mean, that's the thing about business. There's plenty of, we don't even know what surprises are coming our way. So what if we could just start putting the odds in your favor rather than taking on risk? Yeah, the institutions, they're gonna win, but do you win? See, if you build your business on connections instead of loans, you're gonna massively lower risk and you're gonna improve cash flow and you're gonna be able to sleep better at night and be wealthier. I mean, I think that's like a win-win-win-win-win if I keep going. Here's some examples. There's this company called Coin. You could put all your credit cards on one credit card. And I paid for it before it was even done. And then I just watched and they gave me videos and talked about the process. And so they were making the money and they were inventing the product with the end users. If you go to Indiegogo or Kickstarter or GoFundMe, I have a really good friend, Jeff Hayes. He's done documentaries, one that really impacted my life. And he actually put it up on one of those websites that do crowdfunding. And so people, if they put in enough money, they get a certain number of downloads or DVDs, or if they put in more money, they might get an executive credit, or they might be able to see part of the process. And so you have the people going, wow, I love what you're up to. Let me write you a check for it. I mean, I look at this like exactly what sports teams and concerts do. You pay for the event before you even see it, before it's actually even happening. It's just been reserved at a certain date. You can do that in your own business rather than going out and make a stupid mistake with a loan, damage your credit, not be able to go get the home that you want in the future, have stress upon your marriage if you're married, and start to feel more like a failure. No reason to feel like that. You've got value to offer. You've got people that want that value. Let them pay for it. When I did my first video series, we got $150,000 raised before we even started. We went out and said, what do you want to see in the video series? Those people that responded, we called and said, we'll give you it at 50% off because you won't have it all up front, and just give us feedback, and we even got case studies. See, there's another name for starting your business on customer value over bank loans. It's called win then play. It's my mission, my purpose, my mantra. When you get the money to start it from the people who want it, you're winning right out the gate. Here's 3 steps I use to win before playing. The first one is getting that customer feedback through surveys. Just like I talked about with the video program, right? The customer's feedback builds your business, and you test these ideas on the very people writing you checks, not just family and friends that love you, but people that are actually using it. And value comes from their experience. When we created Fast Track on Demand, they said, we actually want tests. We'd like, a guide that we could follow along with. We want transcripts. We just started to build more, which made the program more valuable, and they started to utilize it. Okay, the second thing is get customers to pay for this beta version up front. They write you the check knowing that it's not even created. Maybe it's just outlined. If you've read the book Lean Startup or you understand about MVP, minimum viable product, you're just looking at what's the first rendition you can offer. You pre-sell that. The people that write checks, they're the ones that are telling you, hey, this is what we want, and you already have end users before it's done. Use those funds to build it, not bank funds. When it's all done, you don't owe any money, you made money. That blows my mind. I love this process, right? And 3, once you've got the feedback, once you've got the beta version done, and now that it's built, now you can do an official launch. So I did 22,000 pre-sales of Killing Sacred Cows, mostly to financial professionals that love the book and want to put it in clients' hands. And then when it was done, that's when I started to do my media tours. That's when we started to, do everything we could to get this in everybody's home possible so they can overcome financial myths and improve their life. So after you've built it and after you're profitable, now you can do that official launch. So after this, if you go out and start your business on a loan, it's moronic. Make money on the buy. Create momentum with the users who will benefit from your business. Win first, then play. See, now you have the knowledge to transform your thoughts into profits right from the beginning and build the life you love. If you're looking for more on this topic, check out my other videos on how to grow your $1 million idea through the cycle of creation.